Hello and welcome to the Snap Fitness of Maple Grove YouTube page. This is our equipment orientation series, also known as the Basic 8. Today, we'll be talking about the chest press.
Welcome back to Snap Fitness Maple Grove. Today we're going to demonstrate the chest press machine. Chest press has got two different things you can adjust. You can adjust the back, forward and back. Again, not an issue if you're going to hurt yourself or anything, but if it's all the way back, it's going to reduce the range of motion and it's going to be a little uncomfortable for you. Each time you come forward and you come back, that weight stack's going to hit, and so you don't get a very good stretch. On the other hand, if you're all the way forward, you might find that you're kind of stuck in here and you can't get going. So most people are most comfortable kind of in the middle. So the 4 notches, pick whatever sort of seems to work best for you. The other thing you can adjust is the height of the seat. Our seats and many of the machines are like this, are hydraulic. So if I pull this pin out, it's going to go up on its own. So I have to push it down, pull and push it to make it go down, pull the pin out, have it go up. On the chest press, we actually suggest that people keep the seat up relatively high because that prevents you from making a mistake that could actually hurt your shoulder. So I'll first just demonstrate the right way to do this with just a light weight, and then I'll show you the wrong way. The correct way to do it is don't let your shoulders creep up to your ear. The easiest way to do that is maybe keep your elbows at a 45-degree angle or so. So you're going to have the sensation of pushing sort of upward and out. So that's the correct way to do it. What people will occasionally do is because they're being good about doing as many as they can, they're being good about going to failure, and they'll get to that last rep and it's not going. To make it go, they'll do something like this. And the problem is when you do that, your shoulder blades, your scapula in the back, they rotate up, and that's it's a very unstable position for your shoulder to be in. So you really shouldn't do that. You'll pull something back there, you'll end up in physical therapy for your shoulder. So don't let the shoulders creep up to your ear. When you're doing the exercise, one way to create variety is where you put your hands. If you have your hands fairly close in and push out, still a chest exercise, you're actually getting quite a bit of help from your triceps when you do that. If you move your hands farther out, it takes out the triceps, and so you'll actually feel this is a little more difficult to do because my triceps aren't helping me. You might adjust the weight. Neither one's better than the other, they're just different. Variety's a wonderful thing, so keep that in mind. Just kind of one thing to emphasize the point of this problem with lifting your shoulders up. If you keep the seat too low, when I first sat down, I said, keep it relatively high. If you end up with it too low, you're going to end up with your shoulders too high. You're going to be in this position that's kind of risky for the shoulder unless you're using really light weight. So that's one reason to actually keep the seat up. Another thing that is true on all weights, and maybe this is as good a place to remind you as any of them, some people think that they are benefited by doing their weightlifting really fast and explosively, so people will go maybe that's too much momentum, but they'll have the sensation of going really hard and then letting it go. And again, you want to use relatively slow and steady motions where you're controlling it on the way out and you're controlling it on the way back. If you do it really explosively on any of the exercises, you could do this, or it could be a row where you're pulling fast and letting it go. First of all, it's as important that you control the weight under the eccentric motion, where you're coming back under control. That's as important for the muscle as the concentric portion when you go forward. The other thing that can happen is that if you're jerky with a heavy weight, it's really hard on the tendons, and you'll end up with tendonitis or inflammation because you're not just banging the muscle when you're trying to stop a heavy weight fast. The muscle's obviously connected to a tendon, that's connected to a bone, and that's kind of jarring. It's just really not a good